right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready? Ready? 54 is mine. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming for you. Mine. 20.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a first down throw for Newton. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down. What's that? 188. 8. Let him know. Let him know. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Gun. Big ass.
From the red zone now, Newton. Forced out to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Here's Luck. Flushed out right. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Bravo.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Newton. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing again is Newton. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run. Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go again. Mexico. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, Haywood. Just like that. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Oh,
back to throw. Love. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Now, that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Check out. Right 40. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 54's Mike. Check out.
Now on 2nd and 16. Luck flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
20.
On 1st down, it's Newton. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Newton. On the crossing route, complete. It's Perkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Newton now, only one pass has hit the ground for him, 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Check 20. Check hot.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
What's up, buddy? 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
All day, defense, all day.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Steps away to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Newton throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Devontae Freeman, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, here's Locke. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 11 feet.
Now it's Locke. Flush to his right. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Come on.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Luck now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check your hot read. Oh. Go ahead. Flare. Hey, check.
This is McCaffrey. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the 31, Luck, and an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 12. Check right. Watch it, 5.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They toss to Freeman. Pretty move. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Newton on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Mike 54. Mike on Yanni. Right there. 54, right there. 8. Coming. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 8. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
This is Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the air now with Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
20.
On first down, Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Great. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On second down, it's Drake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Step right in. Step right in. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Let's hit this ball back. Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton. And finding Pruitt. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Michael Pruitt, his first touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch twits.
From just shy of midfield, Luck dancing to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Bears' 45-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now it's Luck. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Newton to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
20. Check 26. Check 26.
Back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Indianapolis, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.